Guyana's president issues proclamation for general and regional elections. And in sports, a record 8th straight CPL victory for Guyana Amazon Warriors. I'm Ricardo Roberts and this is Caribbean in 10 for Tuesday, October 1. I'll be back with the details after the break.
I always wanted to know, how do you actually do it? How do you really do the online miracle business, especially something that involves residual income? That's the key.
Okay, so there's two questions there. So the first question is how did I get into it?
Yes.
Well, I lived my passion for 16 years. So when I stopped my sport, I had actually lost my 4th Olympic child to the same girl.
So as far as your artistry is concerned, oh my gosh, you have another song that you want to talk about, and it's entitled
Don't Throw It All Away. That's one of the songs that I had I did on my EP.
Don't Throw It All Away.
Yeah, that's a really, really good one too. It talks about not throwing your passions away. Like if you're going through a struggle, pretty much don't throw your dreams away. Keep going, keep driving, keep being persistent. It may take time to get there, but you will eventually get there.
Guyana's President David Granger has issued proclamations or the holding of regional and general elections on March 2, 2020. According to a government statement, Granger had acted in accordance with Article 61 of the country's constitution. The elections were triggered by a no-confidence motion against the coalition government last December. The president named the date in an address to the nation last week, but the main opposition People's Progressive Party, the PPP, said the March 2, 2020 election date and a call to return to Parliament were an attempt by the government to blackmail the opposition. In July, Guyana's highest court, the Caribbean Court of Justice, said the vote of no confidence was valid and urged all parties to adhere to the provisions of the country's constitution. Now, under the Guyana Constitution, the elections should take place 90 days after the vote of no confidence is passed. The Constitution also makes provision for an extension of the period based only on a 2/3 majority vote in the Parliament. In the Bahamas, opposition leader Philip Davis says recovery efforts in the wake of Hurricane Dorian will take priority over his party's plans to table a no-confidence motion against the government. The Progressive Liberal Party had planned to table the motion when Parliament meets next week, but Davis says there are more pressing issues to be addressed at this time.
We think that the epic event that has just occurred, the devastation and loss of lives and property, we think more attention needs to be paid to that aspect. We need to be able to discuss the events of Dorian, pre-Dorian and post-Dorian, and have a fuller understanding of what occurred and how we could in the future minimize loss of lives and how we could better protect property.
Meanwhile, Davis maintains that the government's failure to manage has contributed to an alleged cultural clash in hurricane shelters following the storm.
One would have thought that you would have recognized that people coming through such traumatic experiences will heighten the concerns of cultural differences, and you would have take measures to minimize any fallout from that. And I think we see now that there was just no plans to address this matter in the way it was.
The United Nations is raising concern over reports of violence and arson in Haiti as opposition supporters continue their protests demanding the immediate resignation of President Jovenel Moïse. UN spokesperson Stefani Dujarric says the UN Mission for Justice support in Haiti has been calling on everyone to refrain from the use of violence. The National Police of Haiti says armed bandits are taking advantage of the unrest in the country to attack police stations and courts, free prisoners, and destroy evidence and records. Haitians have been taken to the streets in recent weeks as a result of a deepening economic crisis along with chronic food and fuel shortages. setting fire to homes and various business places. Foreign Affairs Minister Boshit Edmond told the United Nations General Assembly that President Moise was making efforts to pursue a national dialogue towards resolving the crisis. However, he cautioned that Haiti will not be able to recover without substantial support from the international community. The UN says its mission and international partners are in discussions with local participants to find a peaceful way out of the situation and alleviate the suffering of the population. And the Barbados-based Sagicor Life Inc. has acquired the assets of the Trinidad and Tobago, or the Trinidad-based Colonial Life Insurance Company CLICO and British American Insurance Company Trinidad Limited. Sagicor Group President and Chief Executive Officer Doddridge Miller, in a statement, said the company is pleased to welcome the policy holders to the Sagicor family, and he assured them of the same level of protection and service that the existing policy holders enjoy upon the completion. The company did not disclose the amount paid to acquire the traditional insurance portfolios of both companies, but CLICO's executive chairman and BAT chairman Claire Gomez Miller said Sagicor emerged as the preferred buyer in an open and very competitive tender process with guidance from independent global industry experts. And stay with us, your Midday Sport is next. Welcome back. Guyana Amazon Warriors held their nerve in the closing stages of an onslaught from Karen Pollard and Darren Bravo to outlast defending champions Trinbago Knight Riders by 19 runs and clinch an unprecedented 8th straight victory in the Caribbean Premier League on Monday. The Amazon Warriors looked to be making a gallant effort of a target of 186 when they reduced TKR to 53 for 4 in the 9th over, but Pollard stepped in to slam an explosive 71 from 38 balls, and Bravo was unbeaten on 58 from 46 balls that revived the home team's chances. Now Pollard, the new West Indies white ball captain and veteran West Indies batsman Bravo, shared 112 for the 5th wicket before running out of steam in a tense finish at the Queen's Park Oval. The victory meant Amazon Warriors kept their clean sheet and set a CPL record for the number of consecutive victories in the tournament. TKR will face the visiting Barbados Tridents on Wednesday, needing to clinch a victory or else leave their hopes of qualification for the final in the hands of other teams. And Bermudan forward Justin Donowa doubled his tally for the season when he struck a late dramatic winner against Alfred Ton to help Darlington secure a first away win this term in England's North National League, building on the momentum of his opening account for the club in a 3-1 victory over Trafford in FA Cup second round. Donowa produced an even more vital strike, helping to clinch 2-1 victory at the match. That's Caribbean in 10. Good afternoon.